Oh man. Bring it in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. What's up, y'all? Oh, I was not expecting that many of y'all to be chilling up in here. What is going on with you? I was literally just live on Twitch, and the Twitch account got suspended because I was texture painting character models. They didn't like that nipples were on the screen, so they suspended my Twitch account. Yo, hey y'all. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. My Twitch is iHeartbeat. See, now I'm live on the Sim Living Color channel right now because I didn't want to go live on on Heartbeat or Queered, but I'm here because on Twitch I work on the show over there, and I never really said anything over here because the next thing I wanted to show was the physical thing I've been working on. But because there's so many of y'all, and I'm realizing that a lot of you weren't really tuned into what we were doing over there on Twitch, I'll give you a brief summary, okay? All right. So I can't remember how long it's been since the show last aired, right? But since then, in that time, I decided to stop making it with The Sims. Hence why the show has never had a name. We never named the show. Sim Living Color was just my alias, right? It's just my I make sim content alias, and people assumed that that was the name of this show, right? So within that time span, this show has generated a new name, and that new name is Gemini. Now, the idea of Gemini is just, and it's inspired what we were doing in The Sims. But in the last 5 years, I have been learning different programs like Blender and learning other programs like Unreal Engine 5 and binding the two worlds together to make my own world rather than using a game like The Sims. No disrespect to The Sims, it's still one of my favorite games of all time, but all of the in-between, all of the back and forth between EA and people, and the fact that the Sims game is a rated T for teen, they had a real big issue with me trying to write a tell-all adult type story with their video game. So I'm really just backing away from them out of respect, and also doing a soft boycott of the Sims 4 specifically, because I really don't like the way Electronic Arts handled the way that game is run right now. No knock to the game developers. They work their asses off to 3D model, to do all types of stuff with the game, and they try, but Electronic Arts as a company is a horrible company, and I have made it within myself to not support companies that are absolutely horrible to their supporters, okay? So there's that. All right. What can y'all actually see right now? You can see my screen. I'm trying to think of where to start. How long are you suspended? 3 days. It's only a 3-day suspension. It's understandable. One big thing that I did learn, I remember when the first Sim Living Color channel got deleted from YouTube for that same exact reason. At the time, we were just kind of running around doing whatever the hell we wanted to, right? We genuinely were. And I think at the time it was catastrophic because of how attached to my livelihood it was. Like, y'all were helping a bitch out tremendously. Like, I was living in LA, I was trying to be an adult, and me working on something like Living Color did so much for my life at the time to where I felt all this pressure to just do my best to keep going and not be slow, and I tried. But now, out of a 5-year span of growth, we'll say, of a lot of growth, a lot of turmoil and pain in some areas, a lot of self-reflecting in other areas, I went full force trying to learn how to make this on my own using these other programs instead. And right now, in this current time of my life, I am coming back to working on it after a year of not touching it at all, because your girl was a new level of depressed that is unexplainable, but I feel like other human beings will be able to understand that kind of depression, okay? Val, what'd you say? And why are you not a moderator in here? Or are you and it's not telling me? I wish I didn't have to have y'all up on the screen like this, just blasting my whole ass situation. I got my mod in here. No. Okay. Who else? I'm not seeing any other names that I'm recognizing. Okay, where was I? Okay, my bad. I got sidetracked. I got a little sidetracked. Where have you been? You are the best bays you have never had to try. I literally just checked for this page the other day. He's like, I'm glad you're okay. Appreciate you. I'm glad you're back and you're doing okay. I don't think happy that you're doing okay. There is one song from the last episode you posted and I can't find it. Do you have a list of songs? Okay. All right. Let me try and stay on track here. Okay. So while we were on Twitch, and mind you, I wasn't going out and about and blasting this whole situation, trying to promote what we're doing, I wasn't doing any of that. Okay. Because I have plans now. I will say for a while, I lost my passion in making whatever we were making just because of how much it took to try and figure out the way things work outside of using a machinima video game. But a lot of love has came from the community of machinimas in general, and it's specifically sim machinimas. There's posts and Tumblr posts and people reposting things of Sim Living Color and giving it its flowers where it was, even though we didn't know what the hell we were doing when we started, right? But let me give y'all a basic update on where things are right now. So what we now know as what we knew as Sim Living Color has been named Gemini. Gemini is a 3D animated project that I'm trying to do and make completely on my own. Okay. Using Blender, using Unreal Engine to build sets, basically everything we were doing in The Sims with a lot more control, right? And since then, the characters are currently in, I'll have Dimitri explain it to you.
Oh, we starting right now? Like, right now? Okay. Man, I mean, it's good to finally meet y'all, dude. If you don't know me, my name is Demetrius Edmonds, but all the homies call me Michi for short. I'm just one of the many characters that's currently in development right now of a show called Gemini. And it's all being done by one crazy ass person named Heartbeat. Y'all might know her. You feel me? The only thing you experiencing right now is just a tiny little test. You know, we working some kinks out, trying to see if everything's going smooth. The creator, I know for a fact, ain't really settled with the way things is looking right now. But you, hey, get your ass down from there. I don't care what Cash doing. That boy a bad influence.
What you not gonna do is come after my son. Not in front of
Hey, yo, I'm sorry, Junebug. You know I ain't mean it. Girl, hush, let me do this. Y'all making me forget what I gotta say. Hold on, man. Okay, look, I'm just speaking in real quick just to let y'all know that we're finally getting things moving, I guess, right? At the end of the day, the creator hopes that she's able to give you some updates, but for now, it's just a waiting game, man. At least I'm over here looking sexy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you be
boy.
Sexy
okay.
Let me have you, awkward ass.
Stop, man. I'm not awkward. Shut up, nigga. Say it. Don't say nigga. All right. Only daddy can say it. Y'all be easy, man.
All right, and that was Demetrius Michi Edmonds. Okay. He explained it better than how I can right now. Let me get my lo-fi back playing. Turn that off real quick. There we go. That's crazy. I didn't realize how many of y'all I'm sorry. I'm just trying to catch myself. I'm also trying to explain the last 6 years of my life while also showing y'all new things that I did just recently. Okay. That was a test in the facial motion capture software. There's still some kinks and stuff that need to be sorted out. Okay. Let's try and go back a couple years. So a few years ago, I was doing everything in my power to switch them over into the Blender program and giving them a more realistic look, a realistic feel. These pictures that I'm about to show you are from 3 or 4 years ago, I believe. And this is them reimagined in this program rather than needing to rely on the Sims to make it happen. Okay, so this would be Bet. There's been a couple tweaks here and there, but this is the general idea of what Bet is supposed to look like. She's still being worked on. There's certain features on her that I learned how to do better, right? The eyebrows, the eyelashes, the hair, all of that. Okay, that's Bet. And here we have Zane. There's some other things I learned how to do. This hair is sim hair with hair texture added to it, but now I know how to make my own dreads. Okay. So that will need to be redone. Some of the facial features on her would be redone, but she's getting close to how she's supposed to be looking. All right, let's not just go to the next one because we don't know what's going to play. This is Jeannie modeled in Blender 3 years ago, like this, okay? And this is what I did with her recently, and it's still being worked on. The idea is to take their realistic model and mesh them with the cartoony nature of their sim models because Blender can make things look realistic. Unreal Engine can do the same thing, but Unreal Engine looks a little bit more cartoony than I would like. So I'm trying to mesh the two worlds together. Okay. I learned how to do hair physics. I learned how to animate the appropriate type of hair on their head. It's not perfect, you know, but there's still some minor little things that I'm trying to get myself to learn how to do. Someone else I did recently was revamping Yanti. That's the hair that I ended up making on my own. She still needs some work in terms of her accessories and outfits, but that would be Yanti. Okay. I think I showed that in the thumbnail. You already saw Michi, and everybody else is going to be making some subtle tweaks here and there. If you just came in, one of the major reasons why I'm decided to be live on YouTube right now is because my Twitch account just got suspended literally 45 minutes ago for 3 days because I was texture painting. And the texture painting, when you're doing character creation, it shows like the human skin nipples. And they suspended me because I was working on Derek and it showed his nipples, and Twitch doesn't like that. But at the same time, I was live a couple days ago where I was working on Jeannie and her titties was bouncing everywhere. So it could be because of that too. It's okay. It's crazy to think how much my mind has matured in terms of that. I know that's something that I can't really control. I could appeal and be mad, but I'm really not upset. It is okay. Like, it is completely fine. But I'm going to try and be careful throughout this whole stream to make sure I'm not like showing anything inappropriate and stuff. Okay. We're going to try. Yeah, it's okay. Somebody can report. Somebody can be mad about something. It's okay. It happens. You can't please everybody. You can't. This would be Red from 3 years ago. There's things that are going to be fixed, like her hat, giving her realistic hair. That would be Red. We just worked on Big Tracy a second ago on Twitch. I'll show him in a second. I think that's all I have for this folder specifically. I refuse to show Cashier because Cashier doesn't look the way he's supposed to at all. I was in the middle of working on Derek though. But I'm going to cool it on the character customization. I'm assuming that character customization model making is something that I'm not going to be able to share anymore. Just for that, you know, I can't tell if they're going to get upset because too much skin is showing, a belly button is poking out, and I can't tell if they're upset of the physical character models in their grade, state, and nature is the thing that's going to get me a strike, right? Even just showing them like this, I don't know. It would be a bad look all the way around, right? So I was just working on Tracy. We got Tracy. Coco said, where is Rhonda? Where's she at? You never gonna know. All right, what am I missing? I'm trying to keep up. Everybody's looking dope. Right. Oh, child, it ain't that serious. Someone probably reported. They gotta get on Twitch. Okay, so you still got go live on Twitch. I do. Good to know. What's your Twitch? Someone, my Twitch, it's not, my Twitch is twitch.tv/iHeartbeat. You guys are gonna notice that when I'm creating and presenting again, Heartbeat is going to be the alias. Sim Living Color is now null and void. This still might be a channel just for the show to live on, but I'm Heartbeat. That's me. I gotta be myself. Yes, sir. Got you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. All right. Let me catch up again. You said someone type her Twitch name. You finna be back. As I just watched your series a few months ago and told everyone to hype it again. We just recently had a marathon watching Sim Living Color from season 1 all the way with season 2. I think it was a 13-hour stream where we just watched it all the way through. And it was me trying to force myself to gain some ounce of passion to work on this again. Because like I said, I'm coming off of a year of not working on anything at all. I won't say anything, but anything public wise that I was excited to share about at some point in time. I just completely stopped working on stuff. Right. What else am I missing? Say I'm not gonna disappear like I normally do. It's okay. I'm used to it, Coco. It's okay. It's okay. You said, oh my God, I missed you, girl. Where have you been? What? Hearts. It's like also Hearts Twitch handle, iHeartbeat. Yes. Ayo Rhonda, bless, man. They always hating. Got heart. You just don't know how good it is to hear your soothing voice again. Y'all still view it as soothing? I feel like I sound like a nerd talking about blender math and shit. Just made my day. Okay, hard. Lord, I saw you in my subs and you just gave me nostalgia. Okay, well then. See, I can't tell if they get mad just because the 3D model's sitting here and he got a crevice in his butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what is going to be the thing to piss these platforms off when I'm doing things with characters. So to be on the safe side, we'll hide his nipples. We will hide them. We will turn off all his bones and stuff, bring this down, and I'll be on the safe side. And then only focus on working on 3D sets. But this would be Big Tracy. We just pasted his skin, his sim skin texture onto him. And I was doing some modeling with his face to kind of make it match it. All right. The soothing wellness heart nerd. It's like I gasped so loud seeing the Sim Living Color live stream. But hey, you came right on time. I was thinking about you in the series last week and said we almost 130 deep. Look at y'all. Oh my gosh. Really? That is, I apologize for sitting here kind of in shock and in awe in a way, because I became an absentee father. Because I allowed myself to step away from social media completely, and I love it. Actually, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I really thoroughly enjoy not being on social media every day. I'm not gonna suggest that nobody try. Like, I'm not gonna do that. That's just what worked for me. Okay. Like, I've been wanting to rewatch the series again. Yeah. Okay. So also, I think over a year and a half ago, I was trying to model and get together the first scene of the pilot episode of Gemini. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play that for you. But what I've been doing on Twitch recently is revamping it because the file of it in general is broken out of not working on it for so much time, right? So this is what the first 60 seconds of Gemini is inspired by. It's not gonna have the same music. I don't think I have licensing for that song anymore, so we'll see. Yeah. Mac Miller's camp is not happy. Give me 1 second. Let's pause this and turn this on. Go here. I'm gonna go ahead and let this beat right out because I like it so much. All right, so I know it's kind of a little difficult to try and explain why it doesn't look like this anymore. When I did this a year and some change ago, this took a very, 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 very long time to render. And most of it was due to me not knowing exactly what it is that I was doing, right? I looked up tutorials, I made the donut, I did so many things and learned all these different plugins that could make rendering go a lot faster. But I remember getting this little 30-second clip together and then immediately becoming disheartened so much because I'm like, I have a vision, I see how I want it to be, but I have no idea to make it look this way all the way through, right? So a short synopsis of what happened in between that time is I've been working on a documentary for the Heartbeat channel, and I'm also the official editor to one of the homies' shows that's coming out. And I started working on their show, getting back into the rhythm of working on art again, and immediately I came back to this with a fresh pair of eyes and tried to look at everything that I was attempting and what I was doing, and immediately felt like I was being a crazy maniac, dude. Like the amount of things that I was trying my best to discover and figure out, and how much of my life I wasn't living because of how indulged in this I was, really, I don't want to say it ruined a lot of things for me. What it did was just put a damper on my passion for a lot of different things, right? So with that being said, where am I at right now? I'm taking the concept of what I was trying to do in Some Living Color, turning it into its own unique thing called Gemini. And now with all the work that I did trying to do that, I'm trying to combine the art style that we had before with this new art style to try my hardest to make this process go a little bit faster. I'm going to try, but it's not guaranteed. It's just something that is going to take its own amount of time. The goal is to create pilots 1 and pilot part 1 and pilot part 2 to eventually let it go live over on the Heartbeat channel is where it will live. Because it's me, it's mine, you know, like it's going to be over on the Heartbeat channel. And when those, it's going to be 2 separate videos, decide to finally be finished, hopefully it'll bring people over to the Patreon page, and I'll be able to start investing in other voice actors and other animators and other set builders as time slowly progresses, right? Do I want it to be that way? No, I want to have the full season done before completing this. It'd be really nice, but not practical, you know? Because I'm only one person, and that took a long time to come to terms with. I'm only one person, and anybody who decides to do a project of this magnitude by themselves, it's going to be one of the most challenging things that we could have ever done for ourselves, okay? So that's where I am psychologically with all that, okay? I am looking for something specifically, and I cannot remember where I put it. This is Zane's sim model in this pose, but this is what the this is what the poster was going to look like, and now we have to redo it at some point. Yes, I know you was gonna make it big time. Yes, sir. Time is here. I'm really not. Like, my whole mentality on this thing isn't about money anymore, and I think that's exactly what I needed. I think that's the year that I really needed to take to myself to allow other things be the runner of my livelihood rather than a project like this, because it was so easy to lose myself in it. Now, period. The fact that you do this yourself is crazy. Props to you, for real. Thank you. Is that I will be proving myself to you. Okay. You're such an inspiration, and you are creative beasts. Y'all with these compliments, go off. I was just thinking of you. I'm glad to see this notification. Well then, said I'm so happy right now. Look at you. Look at y'all. Go the fuck off. He said, hey, Heart. I remember back when you had the Freaks and Geeks instrumental as your background music on the Heartbeat channel. Wow. This is taking me back. You've come so far. Man, y'all back there. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's been a long ride, hasn't it? Who's been here the whole 14 years? The whole 14 years? Goodness gracious. Has it been longer than that? I started October 16th, 2009. 15? Who said I love your work? And everybody nook and cranny. Ooh. Been here for it all. It was like, if you need help with anything, let me know. It was like, I work for free. And that's what people want to say. That they'll work for free. But nah, as a Black content creator, I have to pay every single person who does business with me, because I just can't. I can't do that to myself. It's not about doing it to myself. It's about giving whoever decides to take their time out to work on the love of my life, paying them their worth, because if the roles were reversed and I was just trying to gain the experience from working on a project, I'm going to look back at that decision and say, wow, they had me doing a lot. I really should have got paid for my time, right? That's how it always ends up being. Nah, bro, we can't do no internship. Like, no, you deserve to be paid for your efforts. Absolutely not. No, especially if I like what you got going on, because anybody could be attached to the project, but no, you deserve payment. Y'all remember the time Hart used to go live on Twitch and we used to get her lit? Child, she would twerk to every 1K likes. Man, okay, you got a memory on you. I don't remember this. It's been a long time for me. I said, I don't remember when, but it was either right before or right after the watermelon bikini video. That sounds so weird to say. We had a past. We had a whole little situation going on. We got some history on us. Yes, ma'am. Let's get close so we don't flat. Oh no, showing male nipples. That's it. It's gonna be game over for us. Let me go ahead and get out of this character before they get mad. And let's just go ahead and go back over to Unreal. Move y'all over here. He said, have you been healthy? I'd be lying if I said I was healthy. Ain't nothing healthy going on over here right now. I ain't a good person to be showing examples of. He said, what up? Glad to see you live again. Hope all is well. Hope all is happy and well. Where could I watch season 1? Patreon? So patreon.com/somelivingcolor is still there. What used to be patreon.com/somelivingcolor has been then changed to patreon.com/iheartbeat. But patreon.com/somelivingcolor still exists if you still want to support what it was as The Sims. That's where you can go back and rewatch season 1, and you can go back and watch season 2. I believe like only 3 episodes of season 2 is uploaded uncensored over there, but that's where you can go. Over time, the Sim Living Color website ended up getting hacked. My GoDaddy account got hacked and I lost a lot of my websites. I didn't just have Sim Living Color. Long story short, with the hacking that took place, when that cybersecurity threat happened, it was either 3 or 4 years ago that happened, where they attacked my Heartbeat channel, they attacked Queer, they attacked my bank accounts, Twitch, all of everything, all the accounts, Facebook, everything. They took control of all of it. Okay. And that was a battle within itself. Like I spoke briefly on Instagram, like somewhat of the story, but when that happened, I was getting calls saying that I bought a house in Florida. My first payment is due. Like it was wild. Okay. And I'm pretty sure it came from a situation where my PC may have gotten ratted by accidentally visiting the wrong type of website. Right. So, yeah, that might've been the case. Yeah. They bought a whole ass house, got my social security number and everything, bro. Like it was just horrible around that time. Oh yeah. Them motherfuckers fucked my credit up, dude. And then a lot of the time there's nothing that I could do about it because there were certain things that they did on my credit that didn't show up until 90 days later. And it takes 90 days for it to be considered as fraud. So now I'm just stuck with the score that I have and I have to deal. Like it was something kind of crazy. But yeah, those of y'all know, like the whole reason why I started working on Some Living Color in general and keeping my face away from the internet at that time was because of being stalked, right? I was stalked at the time Some Living Color started, and I didn't want to show my face anymore because I felt a little violated with what was going on, right? So out of that happening, the internet just being a crazy place in general, it just started rotting my mind on it just started sucking all the fun that I was having out. It really did. Like, it just, all the fun that I was having was getting sucked out of me, and I couldn't find no joy in what I was doing because of just these attacks. I might be downplaying these attacks now, but trying to keep that under wraps and try and be happy about what we was doing was hard as hell. Okay. That was tough, man. All right. But other than that, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool now. I put myself in a position to get into the state of mind that I needed to get in order to want to continue to live, if you catch my drift. I hope I said that cleanly. I said, wow, I remember when the first playthrough came on YouTube, I was so into it. It was like I was on Patreon, the site, watching every new episode drop. I was locked in for real. It was like, I can't wait for Gemini to come out. Thank you. I was locked in just as much as y'all. I was sitting there like, okay, what can we make happen next? Oh, bet is trifling. Oh, wait a minute. Making whatever character. And yeah, I would say the biggest difference from What Was Some Living Color to Gemini is it's going to be the same kind of story, but told in a different way. And also, the pacing gets to be slowed down because we're working on our own visuals and not having to rely on the limitations of The Sims to make it possible. Even though it felt kind of limitless when it was going down, right? So I would say the biggest difference is, in Gemini, there's 4 main characters, and they are only considered the main characters because those are the backstories of the people that we get from. While other seasons, this is written out to be like 6 seasons long, but who knows if it'll ever get to that point, if we ever decide to develop a team to make it happen, right? But each season is designed to learn more about a character's past. So in the first season of Gemini, we focus on Yanti, Zane, Bet, and Jeannie. Those are the backstories that we get, and everything that you didn't get to see as in Living Color in Zane's backstory is now in Gemini, while Jeannie and Bet's backstories have been written in, I'll say, like a more mature way, you know, like it was just rewritten. Even though the same major events might happen sometimes, it's just rewritten. It took a year to rewrite the script completely, and I will say that I'm like absolutely satisfied with the story that's being told. It doesn't feel like too much. It doesn't feel like too much chaos, too much drama. It just feels like a nice story being told. You feel me? Anybody confused about what we're looking at right now? So will you stream it on Twitch also? What stream what on Twitch also? Did I miss something? All right, so what we're looking at right now is Unreal Engine 5. Before we kind of headed out and stopped making things in general, I was recreating season 1 in The Sims at first. So when I was doing that, I had originally made this in The Sims. I made this street and everything and all this in The Sims at first, right? And then when we made the decision to just go ahead and redo everything in Blender, I made the models. I made Jeannie's house here on the left, Tracy, Red, and Tanae's house in the middle, and Demetrius and Sydney's house, or apartments, I'll say, is over there all the way on the right. So this here is the neighborhood that they live in, rather than, you know, what it was like in The Sims. So we have Jeannie's house with Jeannie and Derek's cars out front. We modeled the roofs, the house, the stucco, the gates, all of that. The only thing that Unreal really provided was the street and the curbs, right? The curbs, the street, the grass, all the vegetation is all because of Unreal Engine 5. Something that I wasn't really able to do in Blender. You see how the trees are able to move and stuff and animate? That was fun. Yeah. So then you got the Davis household here, inspired by my grandmother's house. It is almost an exact replica of my grandmother's house, but hers was a duplex. It was like a stacked duplex, and this is just like a single story home, right? And then, yeah, Unreal Engine 5 helped the landscaping, I'll say, and the trees and all that for sure. This is where Dimitri and Sydney live. I want to say that this is still being worked on, but this set is basically done, right? I'm not going to touch it anymore because it's literally just for establishing shots. When we're telling the audience that we're at Michi's house right now, when we're telling the audience that we're at Red's house right now, you know, that we're at Jeannie's house. That's all this is necessarily for. It's not meant to be a large world, you feel me? Like it's just a movie set for now. Because like I'm seeing like details and stuff that I would love changed and everything, but it's meant for things like this. Hold on. Let me do a quick example. So there's a scene by the door. Come here, my little person. What's her name? Quinn. Come here, Quinn. It's good to meet you. Let's move Quinn back like this. So you see how there's low detail, nothing happening behind like the person or none of that. Like if there's something. Quinn, I need you to turn this way for me, sweetie. Thank you. Appreciate you. I know it's a long day on set with no craft services. I know, baby. I know. It's okay. I need the cinematic editor. Is this the right one? Shit, this is not the right one. Then whose camera was that then? Anyways, we're gonna switch to a 70 millimeter and delete these keyframes. Iron Man, you know, she is just a placeholder. Damn it, Quinn. Why? I'm gonna just do this. It's not my favorite shot in the world, but that's literally all this set is supposed to be for. So the characters can have a place to be in the foreground while the background looks like the environment is like doing things, right? That's all I was trying to show you, but I was being extra. My bad. My fault. Okay, what am I missing? Ooh, readjusted myself. So it looks nice and realistic. I love your work. All right, like I said, that was gonna be my next question. So it looks better every time. Love it. All right, yo, I love that you make them so real and talk to them. Even Jeannie, who's just a model right now. I love it. Oh, man, I just be wondering how the hell people know how to do all this. 5 minutes in Blender and have me scratching my head. I had just explained this to somebody on the Twitch stream an hour ago. Everybody starts at zero, right? Zero knowledge, zero skill, until you learn how to ask the right questions to get the information that you want to know, right? Everybody starts at zero. I think that's the thing that made being a YouTuber so cool at some point, where everybody understood that we all started at zero at some point. And For me, I'll say when it comes to programs like Blender, I had held off on trying to learn Unreal Engine for the longest time because I really didn't want to have to learn another program. But they're making things a lot more user simple now, and plenty of people are making tutorials to try and figure out how to do something specific. But where I started in Blender, this was my workflow. I started by modeling the donut, as most people who work in the Blender program do. I modeled my donut. Hold on real quick, I gotta check something, and I'll finish talking in a second. I'm giving myself 60 more seconds, and if I don't find it, I'll keep talking. Well, that's one to look. This is a shoe that I modeled, right? But okay, to continue on with the story, I started modeling the donut. I did the donut. Once you do that donut tutorial, just go step by step, take your time, rewind if you have to, you feel me? Like, just take your time and get yourself familiar with the different things that the program has to offer. Once I did the donut tutorial, I did the basket of apples tutorial, right? The basket of apples tutorial was the one that taught me a lot about texture painting, and it taught me more about textures and materials, I'll say that. It taught me about lighting. It taught me about set design. It taught me more than what the donut tutorial taught me. The donut tutorial was just a user-friendly way to get to know, to figure out how to be familiar with what you're trying to do, right? Once I did those two tutorials, I started giving myself small goals of things I wanted to create, right? And like I showed you that picture before, this shoe was one of those things. There's plenty of people who go out of their way to model shoes and upload them somewhere. But I was like, no, I want to make a Jordan 11 by myself. And how am I going to do it? Right. So then I started Googling specific questions to different ways of modeling the thing I wanted to recreate. Because I did that Apple tutorial, this was my next thing that I made, was this shoe. And I was so proud of this fucking shoe. Ain't even no other shoe over there. I was so proud of this damn shoe. Y'all have no idea. Around that time. And that is a basic looking shoe. I actually put this shoe in The Sims. I put it in there and I never shared it. Because plenty of people make this damn shoe. Right? But I was proud of that mug. I was proud when I did it. And then from that point on, you just give yourself small goals of the little projects that you want to do. And eventually you'll just get used to it over time, you know, and just muscle memory from that point on. Oh, this is good to know. Oh shit, can't even open it. Okay. Yeah, these are some other shoes I had pasted into The Sims and never shared. We are in the past right now. There they go. In The Sims, low quality as hell. And these were my reference pictures of trying to figure out how to make the shoe. Good though. I notice most Simmers are copying your style now. It's not about copying. People gotta get it from somewhere. Oh wait, what did somebody ask? Did I miss something? Is it where's your titch? It's not showing up. Yeah, so my Twitch account got suspended for 3 days because I was texture painting character models and too much nipple was showing. They got upset with it. And it's okay. It is completely fine. This would have been devastating news ages ago. But it is completely okay. Now I just got to make a mental note that I can't model my characters on Twitch like that. I'm only going to be able to build sets over there. Yeah. And then this place ain't gonna be any happier about it at all. So anything can happen, right? Anything can make somebody upset or angry or mad. You know what? Ooh La La World taught me the best program on the planet, and I don't know why I'm not using it. There go my donut. There go my donut right there. That's the first ever thing that I learned how to model in Blender. As it is for most people, it'll teach you how to do the donut, and then they'll teach you how to make this cup, teach you about the glass shaders and everything. But what I was really proud of is the apples. Then when we met, that's even looking at the picture right now, I see everything that I learned in this one setting, right? So they're going to teach you how to texture paint an apple, how to UV unwrap an apple, the leaf, how to bend it, how to drop a cloth to make it look like a cloth is dropped off the side of the bowl, how to model a knife, you feel me? Like how to get this floor texture to look this realistic, right? Yeah, so I'm telling you, I would have done the apple, the basket of apples first before the donut, but you should do the donut first and then the apples. Really fun stuff for me, at least. I get it. It's not everybody's cup of tea, you know, but I get it. That's crazy that I was able to find this so quickly with this program. I cannot get over this program. I'm trying to think if there's any other tutorials that I did. My Unreal Engine tutorial is this, but it's nothing special. That's all I did. It was a tutorial to it was a lighting tutorial, how to adjust the sun, how to add volumetric clouds, how to animate a mannequin, it was that type of tutorial. And it was just a short little 5-second thing that I rendered to see what the final render would look like. And this is recent. This is literally 3 weeks ago. I just started learning Unreal Engine 3 weeks ago. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Right now, this camera is pissing me the fuck off. Okay. All right, but as far as Unreal Engine, this is probably the only set that I did, but also we have the other sets that I actually really need to retransfer. She hasn't made one yet due to her wanting to see what she can do alone right now. She also wants to finish product for her show to investors before asking for funds. Oh, definitely. Appreciate. Oh, Monroe, what? Let me make you a moderator, baby. There we go. So you're a blessing. Sorry, I keep missing what y'all saying. My bad. I'm rusty. Okay, I'm used to talking to 15 people at a time. All right, I don't know why the house ended up this way. I don't know why it's dark right now, but we will figure this out together. Okay. So this is me moving the inside of Jeannie's house into Unreal Engine. Okay. Doesn't look bad. I still have a lot to learn when it comes to lighting and stuff. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Warm Heart? How you been, baby? Okay. All right, have you learned how to create different weather environments like rain? Not yet. That was one of the next things on my list that I was gonna figure out. But I'm kind of doing everything on a shot list by shot list basis, meaning that I don't focus on something unless it has something to do with what's next on my shot list. The script is a different scenario than my shot list. I just started making shot lists recently with different programs that I was working on. I don't know why the fuck I wasn't doing this before. But when you have a shot list, it really paints the picture of what is on paper with the script. So I'm not quite there yet. There's not a scene where it does rain, but I know a scene where I would like it to rain. So once I get there, then I'll get there. Yeah, so I don't start working on something unless it has something to do with the next shot is when I start focusing on it. All right, so Jeannie's house. This would be the inside. It's still obviously very empty and has a lot of work that needs to be done to it to make it look more lived in, because a lot of these objects are just pulled directly from The Sims as a game. But it can be updated in Blender with more realistic looking objects later, or I can do that over here too if it precedes itself. When I tell y'all I was so proud of this damn bathroom, hold on. I was so proud of this motherfucking bathroom. Look at this bathroom. I was 3 proud of this bathroom, man. I was like, ooh, I shouldn't be this excited over a goddamn bathroom, dude, but I love it. It doesn't look the way it's supposed to in here for some reason, though. And my little picture missing on the side, but it's okay. Small things, man. Small things. So this is just the bathroom and living room area. Right? And then you have Cash's room as a separate project. It doesn't really have to be this way. I could have added them all into one thing, and I think that's what I'm going to do with ray tracing not enabled. If we go into the, we deleted the camera actor. This would be Cashier's room. His walls are supposed to be gray. I think I've shown pictures of this in the past already. I like the way this looks a lot better in Blender, though. I'm not gonna hold you, because it works well with the lighting and reflections of like his computer and stuff. So I'm still trying to learn how to make this look decent while it's in Unreal Engine, right? So that would be Cashier's room. And then Jeannie's bedroom that she claims, because yeah, she's just so mad at bed in the beginning. Fuck. Where's the bedroom? Is it? I love watching you work hard. Really? Okay. And this would be Jeannie's bedroom. Yeah, all of this was just ripped directly from The Sims. Some items, not all of them. And definitely needs a second look in order to get it right. Obviously, the window and shit is not right. But you know, it's just mistakes. But that's like it completely ripped into. Why is this so damn bright? But yeah, when I understand Unreal Engine 5's lighting scenario and understand how to do it correctly, then we can get it on and popping. Don't laugh, y'all. Hold on. Don't laugh. But this is something that I photoshopped a little while back. Hold on. I'm not using this, but I don't know why the hell I thought this was okay. Why did I think that this was okay? Why did I think that that was okay? Wait a minute. No. This is supposed to be Cash. Why did I think that that was okay? And I put it on the side of the bed like it's real life. Like, what do you mean? No. If you consider creating a game version of Gemini, that's a look at way too ahead in the future. What would the objective of the game be? You gotta please people? Oh, y'all gonna be a little bit surprised about how sexually dumbed down Gemini actually is. It's not gonna be full focused all around the sex, man. Like, I feel like that's even though we're grown, okay, and sex is a beautiful part of life, great, but in terms of my storytelling, I really wanted it to not be fully, completely about that. Yeah, there's some scenes, yeah, there's some things that you can take away from it, but I think one of my biggest things that if I looked at my past self, if my future self looked at my future self is just like, girl, calm down. Stop. It is okay. People know what sex is. You don't have to prove it to them every single goddamn second. Okay? God damn. Right? So hopefully it's classy now this go around. It's an element, not a story. Precisely. Even though these Zane books be hitting though. This my shit though. Addicted. Sisters of APF. Skyscraper. I don't know how to make this camera not be so damn. I think I remember. Let me see something. If I draw all the way back and then move, it'll slow the camera down. There we go. Addicted, nervous, sisters of APS, skyscraper, yes. Whole reason. Okay. All right. All right, so what I was working on in Blender was getting this scene prepared for Unreal Engine 5. Is it gonna pop up for me? There we go. At first I thought this was Second Life. Really? I haven't hopped on a Second Life in quite some time now. I wonder how my escort Zeus is doing. Couldn't nobody mess with Zeus, man. Zeus could get it. I'd show you pictures of Zeus, but they're a little bit too not safe for work. At first I thought this was Second Life. It was like it could keep that storyline, but a GTA type thing going on. I know it's a reach, but hey, it's an idea. It's funny that you bring up GTA. All last year, while I wasn't working on any art, I was working on refining the voices of the characters by putting them into Grand Theft Auto RP, into GTA RP basically. I first went in there as Genie and joined Mirror's City, Venus, and was RPing as Genie in a very serious way over there. Hold on, let me see. Do I have anything? If I were Genie Grand Theft Auto videos. I'm trying to pick a good one. I have Big Tracy, but the ones with Genie was in Discord somewhere. Wow, fuck, where is it? This is Big Tracy in Grand Theft Auto. This was so basic. Hold on. We had made Big Tracy, put him in the city, and this is him in GTA RP. Gotta wait for it.
Oh, they better give me my $700 back for that deposit. How this my fault?
Fun as hell, dude. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know if I have any decent ones of Jeannie. She was in there being so inappropriate. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck is going on? Car problems. Most of these is just tickets though. And then they're featuring like a bunch of other people. But where's the one? Oh man. Is it all on metal? Let me see something. Not me forgetting how to spell the word metal. We want nope, 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 nope. I can't remember where the metal videos get saved to on the computer. Did I find it? I think I found them. Jeannie in GTA RP, um, she was a paramedic and she was trying to work her way up to become a doctor while also being an escort on the side, and it was real secretive and didn't nobody know about it, and people was really allowing me to play her, you know what I'm saying? It was really letting me dive into the role and like embody everything that she stands for, right? But fuck, I'm trying to find something specific because of how funny it was. Oh my gosh. How far back does it go? Dude, I can't find any of them. I saved the majority of this. Why can't I find them? Hold on. It's too much to have to go through. Because this is the beginning, right? So then that means everything that I want. That was Jeannie's therapy appointment. I'm trying to go through the timeline on everything that was happening during that time. Hold on. Ugh. Dang. Ugh. Nope. 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 I don't know where it is. I saved them. I did. Are y'all doing okay over there? Press 3 if you still with me. Hit 3 if you still with me. Nope. That's self-therapy. And that means man, you had just oops. I'm about to show stuff that I really shouldn't be showing right now. Well, Woo, that was scary. I was like, did they? I was like, did YouTube ban me too? This is why that's a little sketchy trying to put Genie stuff on the screen. Let me stop. Let me not bring my stuff back. We gonna figure all that out. Okay. Now I can feel myself winding down a little bit. Is there anything specific that I missed? Did I miss any questions? I'm so sorry. I was like trying to find content, but I have no idea where it is on the PC. I did it again. Can I separate it by type? No. I shouldn't be this determined. I really shouldn't be. Okay. If chat showed enough interest, would you consider streaming some GTA RP? I could and bring if Demi's available, I can put Bet and Billy in the GTA RP. But we'll see. I don't know how I feel right now. I'm kind of just like full focused on trying to get these projects together. Is that I would definitely watch GTA RP. I haven't been in the mood recently, if I'm being honest with y'all. Shut the front door. We is really here? Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Oh, my babies. Oh, just y'all came in with such a warm welcome and you stuck around for it. I'm just showing you little tidbits here and there. All right, now this scene, that little 60-second clip that I showed y'all earlier, this is the reimagined version of it, trying to make it happen in a smaller space rather than what was happening before. And my computer might break if I try and render this. We'll see what happens. Yeah, something gonna go wrong. I don't know how it's going to react, but I will try. Uh-oh. The house is dark. Why is the house dark? Oh yeah, no, it does not like this. Nope, nope. Put us back. Put us back. It does not like this, man. Put us back in the solid view, dude. Yeah, no, the computer does not like that. Come on. Come on, put me back. Bring us back to earth, man. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh man. Press 5 if you're still alive. Oh my goodness. I cannot show you this. There's too much going on in this scene and the computer's trying to do too much all at once. So I can't show you the colors that this is supposed to be quite yet. Unless we go directly to the render view. I'm gonna try one more time. Still might blow up. Nope. Yeah, it does not like that. It is going. Oh, it's because Unreal Engine 5 is open at the same time. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Try that one more again. Okay, that did a much better job this go around. Okay. So that 60-second clip of the way I was trying to imagine Gemini starting, this building is an updated version of what that 60-second clip is. I'll play that clip again for those of y'all who didn't get a chance to see it. I'm curious. I don't know how many people stayed in the chat and stayed with me as we're live, but is there anybody who came in who has no idea what I'm talking about? Michi facial motion capture. I want you to hit 1 if you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just curious. Okay, so that is the pretty stream big line of new people coming in. All right, and for the people who have been here, would you mind hitting 10 if you don't mind me playing it again? Oh, my bad. My damn music been doubling this whole time. I keep forgetting to shut this joint off, dude. My bad. All right, we're going to play the Dimitri facial motion capture and then do that 60-second clip of the concept of Gemini. Okay.
Oh, we starting right now? Like, right now, right now? Okay. Man, I mean, it's good to finally meet y'all, dude. If you don't know me, my name is Demetrius Edmonds, but all the homies call me Michi for short. I'm just one of the many characters that's currently in development right now of a show called Gemini. And it's all being done by one crazy ass person named Heartbeat. Y'all might know her. You feel me? The only thing you experiencing right now is just a tiny little test. You know, we working some kinks out, trying to see if everything's going smooth. The creator, I know for a fact, ain't really settled with the way things is looking right now. But you, hey, get your ass down from there. I don't care what Cash doing. That boy a bad influence.
What you not gonna do is come after my son. Not in front of
Hey, yo, I'm sorry, Junebug. You know I ain't mean it. Girl, hush, let me do this. Y'all making me forget what I gotta say. Hold on, man. Okay, look, I'm just speaking in real quick just to let y'all know that we're finally getting things moving, I guess, right? At the end of the day, the creator hopes that she's able to give you some updates, but for now, it's just a waiting game, man. At least I'm over here looking sexy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy. Okay.
Let me have you, awkward ass.
Stop, man. I'm not awkward. Shut up. Nigga. Say it. Don't say nigga. All right? Only daddy can say it. Y'all be easy, man.
Okay, the next clip is 60 seconds of what a 60-second test, I'll say, of how I would like the opening scene of Gemini to be. gotta hear this beat every single time. I gotta let this beat play out. My bad.
Everything up on the weekend. I'll be up on the weekend. Everything up on the weekend. We'll be up on the weekend. I'll be up on the weekend. I'll be up on the weekend. Everything up on the weekend. We'll be up on the weekend. I'll be up on the weekend.
The sad news is about that beat though is that I don't think that I'm going to be able to use it because I don't have rights to Mac Miller's music no more. Like even if I decided to go back on the Heartbeat channel and use the theme song that I always would, I can't. I would get copyright striked. So, a lot of the music that I have been creating has just been simple beats here and there as a filler. As I don't really register to a bunch of websites for music licensing anymore like that because, I haven't really been around. You feel me? So I got to figure out a different music situation. She made the beats. It's hard. They better stop sleeping on you. Oh, said love it. More the second time. I'm excited for this. Yeah. Take everything with a grain of salt though. There's a specific way that I would love for this to look cinematically. And while I've been doing a lot of work in DaVinci, right? Been doing a lot of work in DaVinci. I love coloring now. So there's so many different possibilities of how I can get this to look cinematically. And that's the part that I'm excited for. Y'all know how when Sim Living Color started and a lot of what we were doing was just using pictures to tell the story. I'm going back and forth whether I want like a lot of movement in a scene versus over animating. I'll say there's no such thing as over animating, but what's a prime example? A prime example would be the shot list is already kind of like this. We're going to see a lot more close-ups than usual, while establishing shots are the shortest in seconds because of how long it's going to take to render each thing. But for instance, the way this is looking like it's going to turn out, this is old, okay? I want to say this is 3 years old. This is when I had ripped the sim models completely out of the Sims and directly into Blender when I was trying to remake Sim Living Color season 1 over again in HD. Like that was my thing that I was trying to do, right? So a lot of the dialogue scenes when they do happen with their new character models is going to look a lot like this. There's no sound to this. This was just a facial motion capture test back when they were like full on painted Sims and stuff. Like, and me not knowing how to make a set of waves on somebody's head. Damn. Okay. All right. So the thing that I'm gonna try and explain roughly on how this was able to render so quickly is the background that you see that's blurry is just footage of GTA. It's a random street on GTA. I think it's down the street from Pillbox Hospital. And it's a 2D image behind Bet's 3D model, who is just a floating head and shoulders, right? The rest of her body, anything else that's not supposed to be in frame is not in frame. The head on the other side is Jeannie's head model, just the tip of her head. You feel me? This scene took 60 seconds to render, right? So now that we're trying to find a comfortable place with the way their newer character models look, a lot of the dialogue scenes will be cheated in this way, right? But it'll be Unreal Engine in the back rather than GTA, just so I'm not stealing from another video game. You feel me? So there will be an animated 2D image of whatever car, but it's all built in Unreal Engine, right? So that's what I'm trying to work towards. Okay. There are certain specific shots in animation where the characters are interacting with different objects that are also going to take a long amount of time, but this is what the overall vision of telling the story through the characters is supposed to look. But this scene also only took 60 seconds to render because she's literally just a modeled character with painted skin on. The new models are painted skin with skin pores and normal maps and reflections and shaders and hair, and you know, like their higher quality models take a lot more to render than this does, which I know y'all over here would be completely fine if I release something where things looked exactly like this. I know, but y'all call me a perfectionist, and there's a specific way that I want to see this, and if I can get it down packed, then that's what's going to be shown to the public eventually when I decide to share again. And I hope y'all understand that. I really hope you do. I had to go away or else I would have jumped off of something. Okay, I'm being real with you. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have that I can show. I'm also not trying to show too much of the characters because I don't know who naked and who not. Longtime fan of your content and usually a lurker, but these previews are just amazing. I was going to ask though, like, have you thought of using stock footage for backgrounds of those static shots? Yeah, but I wanted to create it, you know, like it's a different vibe. Like anybody can, I already cut enough corners, right? I'm cutting so many different corners trying to find a simple way to get things pushing and moving if this is something that I'm doing by myself. But when it comes to what I have on screen, it would mean the world to me if it was something that I specifically put together, right? It's just the me thing. I don't know how else to explain it, but I hear what you're saying because it is something that could work too. He said, you are such an inspiration. Like you are the reason I actually went to school and got my degree in computer information technology. I watched the movie in color and was inspired. Wow. Computer information technology. So I'm assuming you know how to code. And shockingly enough, like with everything that I've been able to learn so far, I still don't know how to code. The last thing I coded was the Sim Living Color website with the character descriptions. And that was just a bunch of Googling to find out how to make something do something. I still don't know how to code. Can I Google how to do something in code? Yes, ma'am. Yes, I sure can. I can do that all day, every day. And say, yes, I know how to code. That's what's up. That's amazing. It's okay, ChatGPT can help with coding. I don't know shit. I've had such a one-track mind this last year. I don't even feel like an intellectual anymore. I'm being real with you. Like I had a day where I sat and would just genuinely did not know how I made it out of high school. I don't know how I made it out of that bitch. I don't know. The only thing that bothers me about this setup is that there's just this wall of nothing. We're not really going to see much of it. We don't get no wide angle shots really. Shot by shot basis. Brain fog is real. Same. I don't know how I made it out of public school. I don't know how I did that. I'm horrible at math. I am terrible at math. English is the only language that I know how to speak. And I'm not even that good at it. Like, what do you mean? How did I make it out of public school? It's something that I was. Do I need to save this? No. Okay. Oh, I missed what you said. My bad, extras. You said completely understandable. I got the same way with my audio mixing for the audiobooks I make, because I'm so hyped to see where this goes. Like, I'm really glad to hear you've been taking care of yourself. If we call it that. I ain't been taking care of myself. I did not say that I was healthy. Ain't nothing healthy about me right now. Oh no, nipples. That's why I didn't open up Genie. They gonna get us. Come on. It was just paint, man. Okay, so we can't look at Genie. Yeah, I can't open her. I can't open her up. Nah. They gonna get us again. Damn. Motherfuckers over there mad. You say YouTube is just nipples. No, Twitch is the one that suspended my thing for 3 days. Twitch suspended me because of the nipples. And I don't know. It's like I can accept where fault is. If it's a part of the community guidelines, that's fine. But it collides with who I am as a human being. It's like, yo, free the nipples. Like, why are you hiding nipples away from kids when they started on a nipple? Everybody used to suck a nipple. So what the hell? Why is this sexualized? I'm not understanding. I never understood why we could never just free them. I never understood that. I never understood why it was okay for a dude to walk outside with his shirt off, and not okay for a woman to walk outside with her shirt off. Till this day, I still do not understand the logic. I don't get it. I do not understand. You need these nipples. Exactly. It's degrading to me as a woman. It should be allowed for artistic nudity. No. You said Jeannie still got that Tori Kelly hair type, or are you changing for other hairstyles too? She's gonna have different. Technically, Jeannie has 4 different hairstyles, but her main one that we genuinely see her in all the time is gonna be this one that I'm still working on. It's not perfect. I was gonna go ahead and try and do it with realistic hair. I keep going to the wrong places. So this is like the hair that we technically see her in almost all the time. This little section right here. So she's gonna have like a line fade. This little piece of hair right here is supposed to be faded up, and then her baby hairs will go into her hair. But this is something that I have to remake with the actual hair particle system, right? This right here is just a texture, which I don't mind. Like, it looks dope. Like, I fuck with it. I do. But yeah, so this is how we mostly see her for sure. He said, I should have worked at YouTube. I used to live near their headquarters. Twitch did briefly allow artistic nudity for 3D modelers and without whatnot, but people ruined it by going wild. Right? So, because that's what I thought. I was like, wasn't artistic nudity allowed? And then I went ahead and got the email from Twitch, and I don't want to go out of my way to appeal. It's like, okay, there's going to be a strike on the Twitch channel, but you know, it's just for me, it's a learning process. I only use Twitch to have some type of human interaction while I'm getting my brain together to start back working on this. You feel me? So it's really not that big of a deal to me. They could ban me all types of stuff. I will try and fight for whatever channels get wrongfully banned. I'll try, but at this point, I don't own any of these platforms, dude. Like, they have the full-on ability to just erase me from the face of the earth anyway. So it's like, I'm not about to sit here and get bent up on something I really don't have any control over. I'm not gonna sit here and be mad, sad, like, nah. I'm not gonna allow them to affect me in that way ever again. Like, nah, bruh. Don't work that way. He said lesbians love an undercut. All right, my bad. I was answering back to something. Face is saying Lana Lathan whole lot of queen energy. I said earlier in the tick stream, somebody was giving constructive criticism about how they don't think Jeannie looks. Oh, if you didn't know, Jeannie's not white and black. Jeannie and Derek are not white and black anymore. They're Japanese and black. So Jeannie's mother, Danica, is Japanese while their father is black. One of those green-eyed black men, for sure. It is not where we want it to be. We want it to be here, here, and here. I think I showed y'all Jeannie's parents back in the day. This is them back in the early 2000s, but not their future selves. Jeannie is considered a Blasian individual, but that's Jeannie and Derek's parents. The sim versions of them, at least, I still have to go in and make them in a blender and everything. Oh, Danica don't play. Danica do not play. Just a heads up. Okay. So the physical story of the way everything is written is, like I said, fully focused on Zane, Bet, Jeannie, and Yanti for real. We get so much more Yanti this go around. Let me tell you, because she's my favorite character. She genuinely is. I love Yanti so much. Okay. Now, all of the little side quests and stories aren't as apparent as they were when we were writing for Some Living Color, right? So whoever's connected to Bet and Jeannie is their circle. And then whoever's connected to the Enterprise is their circle until the two worlds collide one day, right? So unfortunately, characters like Tanae get a lesser role. She doesn't get that many lines, and so does Red, doesn't get that many lines. Madi is just their tattoo artist, a homie of some sort, that's it. But anybody who's attached to the Enterprise gets their own fair share of things, but is written that way for a specific reason, right? Michi is so much more prevalent in Gemini because who he is important. As I was making this, who he started to develop into and become was making me fall for him even more as an individual. Like, he represents my struggle on what it takes. I can't fathom having a daughter and being a single parent and trying to make all these things go on your own, while also having so much pride to where asking individuals for help, it just doesn't feel like the play. But he will do everything in his power to make sure his daughter has everything that she needs, no matter what circumstance that they find themselves to be under, right? So Michi has a lot of dialogue that I wasn't expecting, but it was just because he represents that side of myself, and I feel like it's a very important story to tell. Ugh, it's doubling again. Y'all don't never tell me when the audio is doubling. That don't bother you? Does it sound like it's supposed to be that way or something? He said, she's bad for a person who didn't like school. You do a great job. Like, you are self-taught. What got you interested in doing what you do? The short version of this question is, back when I was like 13, 14 years old, I used to have this notebook where I would just write things in. And at the time, I was heavily into The Sims 2. And when The Sims 2 was out, there was sims2.com website where you can visit people's different forums and read their Sim stories, right? So you would go on the website and you will find like a page that felt like a book, but it was like a picture book of people telling a story with their Sims. They currently still do this on Tumblr today. So there I am, 13, 14 years old. Sims 2 was out. I was living my life. And I started writing a story about a couple that at the time I was young and adolescent and didn't understand what I was saying and knew nothing about sex. So it was about a girl named Jeannie who had a girlfriend named Bet. Was it Bet at the time or a different name? All I know is that I've had the name Jeannie in my brain since I was 13 years old. That's as much as I can say. And they had a kid together, but Bet had the baby in a different relationship and Jeannie was trying to be his mom. Wrote that at 13. I can't remember specifically what I wrote. So when I did that, I just took that same concept and put it into The Sims and gave them faces. Their baby at the time's name was like Fred or something. I don't know. But I didn't give Cashier that name until one day I was 20-some years old in Vegas. Me and my homeboy Trey was at walking through a casino and we were about to leave and we hear this dude yell down the hallway, "Hey, yo, Cashier, hold on, man, wait up." And then he starts running. I had never met somebody with the name Cashier, and that moment specifically is the reason why I decided to name their son Cashier, because I loved the name so much. And his nickname is Cash, right? And as time progressed and went on, when we started Some Living Color, I was not in the best headspace then too. Like I said previously, I was trying to escape from being myself from all of the shit that was happening behind the scene. So I just turned it on, used that like the beginning of what I wrote at 13 years old as inspiration, and just started playing it with the shittiest of graphics, with the with the shittiest of things, not really knowing what I wanted to do. And then more people just caught on and started watching. Like, y'all don't understand. Sim Living Color started with 10 people watching it. 10 on that first episode. By the time we got to episode 4, it was 2,000 people. By the time we got to episode 8, it was 10,000 people. You feel me? And it was crazy how fast it was progressing because of the short goals that we were doing for ourselves, right? I didn't know anything about animation. I barely knew Photoshop. I barely knew so many things and was just trying to use the knowledge that I gained from being a YouTuber into this other thing that I was liking, because I'm a huge fan of Sims as a franchise. Okay. And I never thought that I would get so indulged in what we were doing to the point where I'm animating something, to the point where I'm in Photoshop making a skin to put something in the story to where it's all intricate like that, right? I don't know where the general interest of all this naturally came from. But like I tell people, I've always been a fan of Pixar. I've always been a fan of 3D animation. I always have. My favorite 3D anime movie of all time is The Incredibles. I love that movie so much. People don't understand. We don't talk about Incredibles 2. I don't know who that girl is. That never happened. Okay? But the thing that I love so much about the 3D animation world is the simple fact that it's just anything is possible the same way anything is possible in 2D animation, but you have a better sense of reality when it comes down to it, right? Like just taking something completely out of nothing, making something completely out of nothing is something that I've always, my bad, I didn't mean to smack y'all across the face. It's something that I will always find to be fascinating, even if I'm not being as passionate about it as I usually am. Okay. I don't know what got me into this story. I forget, but I hope I answered whatever question it was. Oh yeah, I was answering back to what AJ said. Okay. Love her. Yes, I love when you started giving more Yanti backstory in the original. It was so good. Yanti's story was compelling and it was just so good. It doesn't sound like it's doubling on my... I fixed it. I just turned off the doubling. Okay, yeah, honestly. We need more... Oh my God, I'm so sorry. All up in it. I'm just over here slapping you in the mouth and burping in it. My bad. I did not mean it. So we need more Black lesbian rep. I'm so excited for this. Oh, okay. I'll tell you all one more story of what got me back into creating again recently. So I'm in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Please understand. Just if you're going to picture me as a human being in the middle of nowhere, picture me surrounded by a bunch of desert. Nothing in sight, no shops, no nothing, just me and Wile E. Coyote in this bitch, right? With maybe a piece of tumbleweed trailing in front of me and a little mini dirt tornado. That's it. That's all I have around me, okay? One day, I got hungry and I really didn't feel like cooking or grocery shopping yet, so I was like, I'm gonna go find and search for food. Where I'm located, there's this one little stretch of road that just started building restaurants on it. And they had just opened up a Chipotle. And this Chipotle is very special because it's a drive-up Chipotle where you just order your food from the app and just drive up and go get your food. So I was like, okay, good, this works out. I love Chipotle. It's been years since I've had it. So I drive up to that Chipotle, and when I drive up, there is this cute little stud sitting at the window, cute little stud with her little Chipotle hat, little light-skinned, possibly Hispanic stud, and she opens up the window really slowly, and I was almost confused at first, but then she opens and her mouth drops. She leans out the window, puts her little microphone down that's on her headset and says, I cannot believe that this is happening right now. She said, I used to watch you all the time. I was 10 years old at the time and I used to watch you every day. She's a much older person now, of course, but 10 years old, I was like, really? 10? You were so young. She's like, my parents did not monitor anything that I was doing, but I got it. She was like, I'm going to shoot my shot and let you know this because I don't know when I'm ever going to get the chance again. She said, Heart, I got to let you know that you are the reason why I feel like I can walk comfortably in this world. The way my heart dropped to my stomach when I heard it, it fucked me up. It did. I'm sitting there. She's like, I'm going to give you an extra apple juice. And she hands me an extra apple juice. And I sat in the car for a while and just letting my food get cold. And it made me realize the impact that you can make on somebody and their life just for being who you are unapologetically. Okay. Now, granted, we were running around doing a bunch of inappropriate stuff at that time, and it didn't click in my mind at all that little babies was watching me at all. But it was because of that interaction right there that made me feel passionate about this project again. It was that little nugget of there's a reason why you doing what you do changed my life. And that's the message that I got from it. I didn't get to give her a hug or nothing. It was such a small transaction, and I might be like over exaggerating it because I'm retelling the story, but I'm saying it along the lines of how it actually made me feel. And it made me feel like I had a purpose again. Okay. It genuinely made me feel that everything that I ever did in my past and my career meant something. And I know it's so easy to forget. It really is. And I know that I never forgot that. But the way that it happened, like, what do you mean in the middle of this desert? Like, what do you mean? Like, there's tumbleweed going down the road right now. There's nothing else around here. What the fuck do you mean? And because it happened the way it did, it just sent an even bigger impact in my soul. And now that interaction is the driving force of what's got me doing this. Okay. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. All right. But If you have any other questions, say them now, because I'm only going to give myself 5 more minutes of being live, okay? Just FYI, full warning, I'm going to give myself 5 to 10 more minutes of being live. So any questions that you have or things that you want to talk about, please do that now. Because I got to go collect myself after not being around for a while. It hit hard, y'all. It did. I like my new mindset, honestly. Like my new mindset doesn't give a fuck about anything in a better way. Like it has enough empathy to care about you and your mental health and sanity, but not enough care in the world to trip about the things that I used to trip about, right? Like, oh no, I made this video and it's doing horribly. That means that I suck. And that mentality that I had, that it was like my content was attached to my self-worth so much to where when a video didn't do well, it would put me in a downward spiral of sadness. And now it doesn't have to be that way anymore because of where I decided to keep the joy within me. Am I making any sense? I hope I am. Okay. So yes, ma'am. Heart, you have reached so many of us. Just keep doing you and we'll always be proud of you. Okay, is Tracy still going to be in narrator role? What do you mean? Are you thinking of holding auditions for voice roles for Gemini? Also, I want to wish you all the best of luck on this, and I'm so hyped to see how this turns out. Are you continuing your Sim series, and how are you and your girlfriend? Oh man, you must have just came. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and keep this live up so you can rewatch it when you can, and all that can be explained. Okay, baby. Not a question, but thank you to everyone for coming out today. It means so much that y'all were so ready to come and welcome Heart back after time away. Hey, Twitch suspending the account for 3 days was a blessing in disguise. I didn't think this many of y'all was gonna be over here on YouTube just waiting. Like, what do you mean? The fuck? He's like, yes. It's King, appreciate you coming back to the YouTube streets. Stay strong. Albert, to get to your level of mindset goals. Oh, it took a long time to build this way of thinking. It sure did. And it's crazy how one event that you go through can really switch up the way you be thinking. Because, you know, and I went through a long stint of like, man, I'm not going to shower. I'm not going to brush my teeth. I'm not going to do shit. I'm not going to wash my body. Because what's the point? Like, we all perish one day anyway. So why the hell am I taking so much time doing these things that don't even matter? Oh, man. Sorry, I looked over at something. Kind of disappointed me. To get your level, it truly was a blessing in disguise. Like, seeing the love tonight was confirmation enough. Shout out to Kylo and Valorosa. Those are my admins, okay? Those are the people that y'all are going to be seeing me. Like, these are the people that are going to be lighting a fire into my ass, okay? Y'all give like a nice big virtual hug to them, because it was Valorosa was the one who got me into Unreal Engine 5 and said, hey, just learn Unreal Engine 5. It'll be beneficial. So shout out to the two of them. If I'm still trying to get my act together, Valorosa is the person to reach out to for any updates if you can't get a hold of me, you feel me? But that'll come later, all right? Because there is a new Discord page, but it's only available to patrons right now, until I start to develop a system of how all of this is going to get presented and if there's going to be any benefits. Am I going to hand out some bracelets or some posters or some hats or some t-shirts? You feel me? So all that, those are the ones that are going to help me get back to that point. Okay. I love y'all so much. And thank you. Yes, ma'am. We'll be working on making things be a thing. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Think of them project managers. They got me, keeping me on track. All right. Absolutely. I was ready to give up now and just don't bother. But I realized that I could just as much live for myself than others instead of give up. And we'll be working on making this thing be a thing. Where is the Patreon link? Am I able to put it in there myself? It hasn't been popping up on the screen this whole time. Did I spell that right? The one that Jasmine Sims put is patreon.com/SomeLivingColor is where you can rewatch Some Living Color. But patreon.com/iHeartbeat is where you support Heartbeat Studios. Okay. That's where everything like extra content and like risque content will go. But be a patron at your own risk. Okay. There's nothing special there for anybody right now. You are not obligated to become a Patreon at all, any way, shape, or form. Okay. I'll be transparent in the way that it's helping me right now. The people who do currently support patreon.com/iHeartbeat are the ones who help me pay for my Wave subscriptions, my Sloopy subscriptions, my plugins that I get for Unreal and Blender. That's what I use those funds for. Okay, but it's not necessary. All right. I'm not gonna, even when this comes out, make y'all feel obligated to pay anything at all. One thing that is still true about the Patreon page is patreon.com/iHeartbeat is the physical page, okay? Is that there will be a focus group. There will be a pre-release. If you want to still be a part of the focus group, that tier is still prevalent till this day, okay? So just keep that in mind, but you are not obligated to be there because this is going to be a process, okay? Is it me and my wife just want to support you? Not need anything extra. All right. If that's how you feel, all I can do is hold my hands up and say, God bless you and thank you for your time. Thank you so much if you do decide to support. But hey, times is hard out here. I know how high them rents are. I'm not looking for nothing from y'all at all. Not at this point in my life. Okay. No pressure at all on my end in terms of this project at all. It is okay. I said, thank you for the creativity and effort. And thank you for the thank yous. All right. All right now. Okay. I'm going to go gather myself. This was a very lovely stream. I hope y'all had fun. And it's not going to be the last. I'm suspended from Trits for 3 days. So y'all might see me tomorrow, to be honest. I need something to do. So there might be another video on here of me just working on something that can't be character customization. So we'll see what's up. All right. Go ahead and hit me with the ones if you had fun. Hit me with the ones if you had the fun, man. Hit me with the ones. Yeah. Yeah. Lovely, y'all. Beautiful talking to y'all again. Appreciate the good vibes and positive energy. And I will see y'all again soon, man.